Right, so I just filmed a wee one for Thursday, so I'm just going to carry on and do one for Friday in case I'm needing a rest on Friday, basically, because I'm not filming a live on Friday, so I might just, we want to do this now. So what have we got for Friday? Start with the Mary Magdalene deck. Still a Capricorn moon if you're watching on the day. Isis, love it. And the full moon behind her head, we're still in the full moon energy because I'm filming this on the full moon. Queen of the Sun, nothing is lost that cannot be found. I'm actually feeling like reading that one. So 39. Nothing is lost that cannot be found. What you perceive as gone may be retrieved if sought, bearing in mind that lost items may change form, appearance, or condition. The story of Isis and Osiris parallels the story of Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And again, if you've never heard me say that before, you must be brand new, because I say it, they make me say it all the time, especially recently, because Mary Magdalene and Jesus are like flooding the collective of Twin Flames. But Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Goddess Isis and Osiris, and because of what this is saying, same energy, similar energies, and Lady Portia and Saint Germain, these are my main like twin flame guides. And then I also work very closely with Mother Mary. She's always come in as like my kind of. I've described it right. The past 10 years I've been doing this. I've always described it that my fierce kind of warrior side is like Goddess Isis and like Kali sometimes, and when it's really strong. And then like my softly side is like Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary energy that comes in, and that's because I'm about like clearing heavier energy and trauma, and then helping people manifest miracles. So again, it's quite funny because these are very different energies at times, but you'll get what I mean if you hang around. That is my energy. It depends where we're at. So, the death of the Solar King and the bride searching the earth to bring him back was a well-known narrative in ancient times. Osiris was murdered by his brother and his body cut up and dispersed. Isis, to give more of a modern take, gathered the pieces of her beloved until she had enough of Osiris's DNA to clone him and make herself a son, Horus. This is not as far-fetched as it sounds for highly evolved beings who were ahead of science and molecular biology. Both Isis and Horus are depicted with wings in art and sculpted, a well-known symbol for beings who descended from the heavens. Right, so be open in your search, and when you find what you seek, accept its transformation. Change may be the only constant, but it's hard to adjust. But it is often hard to adjust to. Persevere and embrace change in its current configuration. The thing is, to me, that's about soul retrieval. And what do I say all the time? Every single thing that I do, definitely in personal sessions, but even on this channel, it doesn't matter that it looks like just your average card reading. I'm always weaving in the prayers and the healing, and soul retrieval is something unique to me that I just basically don't do soul retrieval like anyone else does it. I don't need to. I've worked on my frequency that long, and it's like I said, it's these energies I work with. So, but this is specific to the twin flame journey. It's like whoever resonates with this, you have. Where's those Isis cards? Wait a minute, I'm going to get them. Right, I can't be bothered pissing about. I don't know where they are. So, but I've picked up these other Egyptian cards. So, what do we need to know about this? What I'm feeling is, like I said, I don't need the cards to do this. I just like them to back up what I'm feeling. This is going to speak to those of you that if you're a divine feminine, male or female, you've worked very hard to heal and empower yourself, and possibly if you're a bit like myself, you're empowering others as well. And even if you're not empowering others on this journey, maybe you are at some point down the line going to do that, but some of you won't. You'll just be guided to do something else. But most people there, most twin flames, it's like you are here to be doing stuff for other people, but you might not necessarily be helping other twin flames, because that's only people with unique callings to do that. And you would already know it, I imagine. But like I said, if you don't know and you're unclear of it, book a session. That's what I've been helping people with for years. But like for instance, I'm being shown a couple that I know are in union, and they are helping serve the community, but it's got absolutely nothing to do with healing or twin flames, you know what I mean? But it's providing a service, so that's a good example of what I mean. Right. Yeah, it's like you've empowered yourself enough now that the masculine is now really strongly following what you've done. They're mirroring it. You're always mirroring, but it's like they've caught up to where you're at. That's what I'm feeling. like Osiris coming back to life, because I pulled Divine Masculine for, well, a couple of days ago now, because I filmed them all on the same day. Rise of the True Gentle Power, True Strength, Divine Masculine. But again, remember, these are all timeless. So I would say Osiris rises. I might call this one. I might call this Osiris rises. Osset Temple Sacred Ceremony. So I'm taking the Sacred Ceremony to be, that could be about some sacred unions. Syrian Star Blessings, 39 could be significant. There's a wee 39 there. So yeah, I feel there's Syrian guides working very closely with you. I'm also feeling Arcturian guides as well, specifically with this one. Now, if you're new to me, basically I've got a whole team of galactic guides, and along with all the guides I've already mentioned, like I just always say they, right? And it's like, but yeah, I connect with the Arcturians, Lemurians, the Andromedans, you know, the Pleiadians, like bits and bobs. They'll just, all of them will come in. It just depends on what day it is. So, but specifically for who's resonating with this, it is the Syrian guide that's showing up there. So, and I just feel Arcturian. Earth Spirit. So again, this has been grounded in the physical. And that's come out again. So yeah, Sacred Ceremony, I feel that's about a union. Like, you know what I mean? Like a union being grounded in the physical. So can we get a wee message from the masculine? Will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? So, will you? Because you feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. So these are kind of similar to the ones I've just filmed in a row there. So somebody's looking for you, and they're wondering if you're going to hear them out. But they're afraid. It's time to let go of any insecurities. So if you are the person that's afraid, it's time to feel the fear and do it anyway, my friend. Or as I like to say, fuck it, let's go. And I just looked at forgive. Yes, I just looked at manifest when I said that. The act of forgiveness releases tension. Yeah, I did see manifest when I was shuffling, but let's see if it comes again. What else? Because I'm late. There's no triangles. Triangles in reverse, so we're not even going to read it. There's no triangles going on for whoever resonates for this. Curiosity. Learn to be curious about each other, because the masculine's curious. The masculine's lost for words, but or they've got a lot of words, and you know, it's like what come out first. Well, they're wondering if you're going to hear them out. Like the masculine's so curious about the feminine. There's no room for other people. Not anymore. That's what I'm hearing. Teamwork. Be united for a good relationship. Like this is somebody that's like learned the lesson of not wanting there to be all this too much energy about them. Basically, is what I'm like. This person's learned the lesson of. Feels like this is somebody that's cleared their energy of a lot of other people's energy. You know, however you want to take that, and it could have taken a long time. So it's like someone's really truly cherishing their own energy and who they share their energy with, in whatever way, whether it's the sacral chakra, because again, this is the thing, we all share energy at the sacral chakra, because it's about giving and receiving. So I'm giving my energy right now to channel this video, and the only way I'm able to give this energy and put this healing out is because I rested all day yesterday and done like fuck all, you know. Amongst actually as well, like I caught some of the lovely people that I like to watch, that you know, that I feel is healing for me. So it's a recharge basically as a divine feminine. But obviously we swap energies at the sacral chakra with sex, you know, to just be blunt. So it's, you know, you've got to be very guarded about who you share your energy with. You shouldn't just share your energy with anyone. I get very serious about that, because I've got a North Node in Gemini in the 8th house. So it's about, you know, shamanic energy, it's about twin flames, but it's also about the taboo stuff like sex and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? It's like, I'm keeping it real. Heal. Yeah, it's about healing. Revitalize your heart. That is the house that is about the Phoenix rising, and that is what's in. You look in info, but if you look in info bit, that's what I've wrote. It's like I empower people through soul retrieval, empower you to heal yourself rather, and to have you rising like the Phoenix. So maybe someone's having a Phoenix rising moment. Look at what I was saying. Share space. Be very careful who you share your space with. Literally, telepathically, in any other way, mentally. You know what I mean? Don't think about it. If you're like worrying about it over and over and over again, or you feel like people could be or like psychic attack. There's so many ways that can fit, right? Like, but it's about if you feel that going on, someone must be feeling that going on. If that's too much, book a session and we can clear your energy properly. But there's loads of things you can do yourself if you don't want to book a session. Get the sage out. Sage is the number one tool for clearing your energy, right? You sage first and then you use the other stuff. Sage is the number one tool. That clears the heaviest energies, okay? So again, you can use what resonates for you, but that is speaking from, a shaman. It's sage is so powerful for that. But there's loads of other things that can clear your energy too. But sage clears the denser, heavier energies, and then you bring in all the other lovely stuff. Telepathy, co-creation, communion, honouring. You honour your sacred space. So I love it. And remember, it's came through really serious because I'm filming this in the Sag full moon, but Capricorn is about get serious. So I feel they wanted me to be very serious when I was saying that about be careful who you share your energy with. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier just to stay in silence. So praying for whoever feels like that. But I do feel, tears. When I think about you, I cry. For those people that aren't going towards their twin yet, Capricorn moons are rough because they're like I said, it's karmic lessons and it's karma, and it can be bad karma sometimes, whether you are whoever you are, basically. And so we pray for everyone that might be going through bad karma, including people that are the karmic energies. We pray that the karmic energies learn their lessons and stop giving people a harder time in life than what it needs to be. Like, everybody just wants to live in peace. But of course we know not everyone does just want to live in peace. There are some very fucked up humans. Let's keep it real. That's why you need to protect your energy. Is it true? I heard you're dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. I feel that's a sign there's going to be people coming forward. It's on, yeah. So like I said, this is for Friday, so this could be another weekend of, hot to trot unions coming in, or communication, stuff like that, because we're nearing towards the end of Gemini season. We've got the summer solstice coming up, a week today when you watch this on the Friday. And if you want to join a summer solstice event, I'm holding space, which basically means I am putting the offer out, but build it and they will come. And basically, if nobody comes, I'm not holding it. So basically, and again, I'm always neither there nor here. I got out the habit of offering the group things, right? Because I've held group circles and goddess circles and, like Mary Magdalene circles and all that. Like, it's whatever I call it. I've held all these things for years, but I feel really called. I felt really called to go back to it this year, but so it might take a while though for the energy to pick up with that. So I'll just focus on my one-to-one clients and my membership for now, and you guys in public. But because you'll notice that, like, you see, that is a group circle I'm holding. So when people are getting the one-to-ones in public, it's just everyone's benefiting from seeing the message. So grateful for the people that do book, because you're keeping, obviously, me going with my work, and you're also helping other people when you're getting your message. But you don't need to. If you want it in private, you can join the membership and I can give you it in private. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. That's really funny, because Capricorn moon right now is about needing to be the best, you know what I mean? So, right, anyway. And again, I don't know about you, but I only ever want to compete with who I was yesterday. Like, see, when people get competitive, I am like, oh my God, drop me out. It's just too exhausting. But anyway, not everyone's like that. So take what resonates. So, see you later. Bye.